today, mga parts, nandito na naman tayo. I'm your parts Leo.
And I'm your parts Kit. Kumusta lahat ng ating mga viewers for today?
Right, and welcome to the new episode of Taraki Talks.
Yes, so Parts Brendel, nung bang bata ka, nagkaroon ka ng idea kung ano ang magiging trabaho ng isang lawyer?
Not really. Maybe a man in a suit with a suitcase.
Ganun ba? Ako medyo meron eh. Konti lang, ganyan lang naman. Na gusto ko maging lawyer nung bata ko.
Oh, wow.
Kaya we are very lucky for this morning, or today, sorry, na makakadaupang palad ulit natin ang isa sa mga pinaka-prestigious na lawyers here in the Cordillera. And before we start, I would like to introduce muna our guest for this morning. Alright? So our Taraki guest for today is currently the Benguet Electric Cooperative Legal Counsel and Institutional Service Department Manager. Ayan, dito rin sa Binay ko. He is also a member of the Cordillera Autonomy Information Education and Communication, or what is known as the IEC. And he is a lecturer, a father, a teacher, and a public speaker who once spoke on a forum about campus journalism and awareness campaign on Cordillera Autonomy.
Wow.
Ayan, familiar tayo sa autonomy naman, right?
Yes.
Yes. Which was held in, sa Kabayan yun, sa Camora National High School in 2016. And then this activity actually was part of Bineco's Corporate Social Responsibility or the CSR program ng Bineco. Ayan. Additionally, he has conducted a lecture on Cordillera Autonomy during the 2017 Regional Assembly, performance review and team building activities on Cordillera Department of Trade and Industry. That's the DTI CAR. Yan. In Baguio City, year 2018. So, being a manager of Bineco's Institutional Service Department, we have experienced getting electric discounts. Na-experience natin yun, right?
Oh, nung ECQ.
During the ECQ, yes. Yan. During the ECQ, due to his leadership. He is described as a man who treats people with kindness, humility, and grace. Alright, so, let's get to know more about our guest for today, Attorney Delmar Cariño. Ayan. Good morning, sir.
Hi, good morning. Naninibago yata ako, but anyway, we would like to extend our deepest gratitude to the group. This is quite new, yung ko lang narinig, but I hope we can help in the discussions and sa purpose po ng inyong interview.
Yes, sir. Thank you so much also for allowing us, no? Anyway, mabaling tayo matkita yung Ilocano.
Ay, kasjay.
Actually, sir,
Well, so thank you manan. Thank you talaga. And so to start with, before ka nga naging lawyer, did you ever dream of becoming a lawyer?
Yes, it was always my dream to become a lawyer. I believe na siguro di lang matikayak.
Ay, wow.
And
Yeah, your brain cells.
because you have to do research, you have to fight for the rights of your clients, and I guess being a lawyer, wari awang kwartam, you look formidable.
Deceiving looks. Hindi, grabe siya. Pahabol si sir. Low-key. But anyway, before tayo naging attorney, how was your journey like before becoming
Well, actually, after graduating from college, I became a high school teacher. St. Louis Girls High yun, And then I became a teacher in college at BCF, now University of the Cordilleras. And then I passed the bar. But before that, my first love was really journalism. So while studying for law, I was a correspondent of the Philippine Daily Inquirer for almost 15 years.
Wow, that's quite
And also a reporter for the local papers here. I also was a reporter for DZWT during those times. And then before, I was seeking people to be the source of my news. When I became a lawyer and became the corporate legal counsel of Bineco, there was a reversal of roles. So that's it.
So sir, now that andito kayo sa Bineco, sir, what is a typical day for Attorney Delmar Cariño?
Well, every day is a challenging day in Bineco. and you have to deal with a lot of concerns, ranging from institutional concerns, which is my department, because you have to deal with HR matters, payroll matters, motor pool matters, IEC matters, because under one of the divisions in my office is the Community Relations Division. And then the other half of the job is to take care of the corporate problems, legal problems of Beneco. So a common day is you have to deal with all these papers, talk to your staff for some concerns, and then act on the requests of the general manager. Or if there is a scheduled board meeting, we have to attend, because from time to time they will ask you certain questions to enlighten them.
Yes, sir.
And then what I learned in Beneco is it's a work that requires another day in a week and adds another 24 hours in one day. Marami kasi.
Yes, sir.
Ang bilis nga eh. And suddenly I found I'm already on my 11th year in Beneco.
Ano pala, sir?
And the challenge is still there.
Yes.
Especially now that you have heard of the controversy affecting us, and it's a matter of fighting it out, believing on what is legally and morally right.
Yes, sir.
And of course, most of all, it boils down to how we render service to people like you, our member consumer owners, that we can guarantee 24/7. Of course, uninterrupted power supply. Perhaps there are interruptions due to technical problems, but being in Beneco is being with people who needs electricity.
Grabe, sir.
Grabe.
Nakakatulog pa ba kayo, sir? Nakaka-rest ba kayo?
Oo naman, although the pressure is there, but sabi nga nila, as you grow and as you age, you have to find time to also ensure that your health will be there.
Kaya you have hobbies too, sir?
Yes, I have my physical workouts. I also have my own trekking activities. That's it.
Staying healthy and fit.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Yeah, but with the busy schedule, sir, no? How is it naman sa time ninyo sa family ninyo, sir?
Oh,
Yeah.
fortunately or unfortunately, I live alone kasi.
Oh.
My kids already migrated to the United States, and I practically live alone.
Oh, I see.
Bachelor by geography.
Bachelor by geography. That's a new phrase.
Grabe yun, ha?
Pwede natin yung gamitin pa.
Joke lang. Pero anyway, sir, no, since pumutok ang ating mga controversies tungkol sa Beneco, there were occurrences of trolls as well. Nakaka-receive din po ba kayo ng messages or...
Fortunately for me, my engagement social media is very limited. One, because I do not have a Facebook.
Oh.
A lot of friends are surprised why I do not have one, but I believe let the others have that. Anyway, the information will be relayed to me. Ang most lang na engagement ko sa social media, normal, email, Viber, and that's it. But I'm aware, I am fully aware of these trolls to the point that they will really malign and destroy you, and they try to push you to the limit so that you can react.
Yeah.
But as I have learned, do not react, just let them go.
Yeah.
But indeed, the challenge comes with all this stuff
Yes, sir.
on social media.
Sir, now, nung wala pa kayo sa Beneco, sir, what type of cases do you
Handle?
Yeah,
The
generally.
normal labor cases, civil and criminal cases, normal for lawyers in Baguio City and Benguet. It was only when I came to Beneco that I have to specialize a little bit on taxation, local governance, and of course, cases related to electricity
Yes, sir.
or the power industry. Yan.
Ganun pala yun.
And what are other challenges po na encounter ninyo as a lawyer po, sir?
The challenge is to see to it that the interests of your clients are protected. The challenge is also to tell the client that this you are losing actually, And you are guilty actually because sometimes there are lawyers who create the illusion that all cases are winnable.
Yes, sir.
But as a lawyer, you have to be very honest with your client. I will fight you out, but these are the possibilities so that in the end, they will not blame you.
And at least they already understand
Yes.
the situation.
Yes.
So there were cases talaga na guilty yung mga cases.
Yes naman, no lawyer will say na not all my clients are not guilty. Not all the cases I handled, I won, and that's impossible. We have to be honest with that. And in fact, I myself have to follow a certain principle that if the case involves a family, involves friends, or if there's still possible of amicably settling the same, agsao kayon maudi day takason. Let us all talk so that to avoid that what we were taught at St. Louis, that the lawyer hangag gusto lawyer ka agpelta nga tikaso no bigatan. I will explore all the possible means. Only when the problem becomes really legal that we entertain the idea of telling the client, perhaps we go to court.
Following the process nga talaga niya.
Man.
No, dati maramidan pa nga ron.
That's correct. That's correct.
Before going to adi gastos mo lang.
When there are times that you feel tired, sir, ano yung motivation you usually say?
When I get tired, I think I just need a good sleep to reinvigorate me the following day. And of course, you have to also socialize yourself. Go to Luisa's where my co-media people, yun na kasi ang watering hole namin. Attend also seminars where they ask me to speak so that at least meron kang alternate. And in fact, I handle now my graduate school at the College of Public Administration and Governance of BSU, where I teach local governance, policy analysis, regional and local planning. And yung medyo adjustment dahil by Zoom din. But taking aside yung trabaho sa binay ko, dapat DJ nga maki-istorya ka kadagay estudyante, they share also the ideas. And it's a good way of providing an alternate to yourself.
Sir, you've been teaching din nung
yes.
high school, sir.
I think
What's the difference kaya ng online ngayon and then before?
the normal and standard. Siyempre, face-to-face. Here, you have to be very emphatic. You have to concise your statements. Kahit yung sa sinasabi sa graduate school na 3 hours, 2 hours class. Ako, tama na yung 1 hour kasi yung retention at saka patience ng mga estudyante mahahalata mo. Hindi nila on yung camera. Tapos bigla mong sigawan na ano yun sir? Mga ganun ba? Alam mo na natutulog o kumain siguro, but that's part of the challenge. We have to adjust to that. Kahit ba naman 10 yung estudyante mo, ako naman, kung may nakikinig na isa, tuloy pa rin. Lalakay tayo yun, graduate school. Dakan niya yun, Retan.
With all the experience since then until now, sir, ano yung masasabi nyo kaya sa mga young people
Generation.
One, set a goal.
Sir?
Set a goal. That's
Number
one.
one, set a goal.
Definite goal na kaya mong abutin. And number 2, you process it internally. How are you going to reach the goal? Considering your resources. And number 3, avoid wastage of time. We can socialize, we can drink, but if examination or there are submissions to do, find time to beat the deadline. If it pays to sacrifice some of your friends, go for it. You should not allow yourselves to be distracted or disturbed by factors, internal or external, so that you can reach your goal. And I think nobody's perfect, but sometimes honesty is one thing to yourself. Kaya ko ba to? If not, I will reassess my priorities. How about my family? Are we okay? Do they support me in this endeavor? Yung mga ganun ba? Especially now na ang generation natin talaga ang daming distractions because of these things. Yes. And give yourself a break. I am fan of BTS, you don't know.
Oh!
I dance hip hop, if just in case you don't know. This is the way I, you know.
Parang kailangan yata na
Ganun yan, ganun yan.
Oh, cool pala.
Yeah. Kung naman.
Sir, kung ngayon mo, dagi jay da nakalpasan tilong ag board exam, sir. Anya ti mo
yes.
Take the bar.
Sorry, bar. Yes, bar exams.
Mahirap talaga ti Barta. You really have to read a lot of books. You digest a lot of cases. Buti na lang ngayon, may mga research engine na madali mong ma-access. Know the basics of the law. Concentrate. And if possible, sacrifice talaga, especially if you will take the bar. No distractions, 100%. Sacrifice even emotions, love, relationship, wag muna. Set aside. Para you get to be ready for the bar exams. And if you go to Manila and take the exams, you'll meet all of these bar candidates from other schools. Yung libro nila, colored, sa'yo white, pareho pala ang naman. Don't get intimidated. Yung mga iba, salita sila ng salita pagkatapos ng bar. Ang sagot ko dito, ganito, ang sagot na. Ikaw, wala yung sagot mo sa dinidiscuss na, nini-nervous ka tuloy. So don't get intimidated by the environment. When you take the bar in Manila, because there's a unseen competition. Kasi nga nakikita mo yung mga ibang candidates. Ninervyusin ka. Kung naunahan ka, di-distract talaga yung first Sunday mo.
Ayan, so don't get intimidated. May kakilala tayong mag-exam.
Kaya, nakakuha na kayo ng advice from
Attorney Delmar. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
Let's go to the game.
Yes. So yung game natin, sir, kailangan nating tumayo.
Ay, gano'n?
Tapos mag-stretch muna tayo ng konti.
Okay.
Kasi, kinabahan ako din eh. Okay, pwede na
Ayan.
umupo.
Sige na, sir. Pwede na kating umupo. Ganun, sir. Ang ating next ay yung game natin. This is yung 5 words na you will be giving an equivalent term din basing sa inyong profession now. So, ang unang tanong natin ay, or ang unang word pala, ang unang word natin for Attorney Delmar is humility, sir.
Equivalent.
Yes, sir. One word equivalent din. Uray Ilocano.
Humility. Not, one word ano?
Pwede
Or
na ang
phrase mo, mabalin, sir.
Do not brag.
Do not brag.
Okay. Second word, sir. Responsibility.
Accountability.
Third word, public servant.
Consumer-oriented.
Consumer-oriented.
Fourth word, sympathy.
Respect for emotions.
Respect for emotion. And lastly, last word natin, sir, is taraki.
Taraki. Being confident.
Narinig yun?
Confidence.
Ay, yun yung game natin, sir. 5 words.
Yes. And
Maraming
thank you so
salamat.
much.
Okay.
Ay, yun, grabe.
Baka pwede nyo i-flag po ang pwede nang i-seek ng ating mga consumers. Anong specific na help ang pwede nilang idulog sa inyo, sir?
Yeah, thank you for the question. Umuna, di talaga nga pa nagpasalamat mi ti Member Consumer Owners ti Beneco. They're all over helping us. The vigil, the prayer, the people power that happened on October 20. We draw inspiration from them because we feel na yung co-op hindi lang kami na empleyado, but also the member consumer owners. And we will continue to hang on and fight for what we believe is, as I have said, legally and morally right. At the same time, dawat mi kadagiti member consumer owners, gaputa nag-register tayon ti CDA, kung may dan agbayad dyan minimum capital share nga 500 pesos, nga we will treat it as the investment. Hopefully, no, adati pa kausarana in the future, kat ada basit makita, then at least now we can return some sort of a dividend. Ta isuti baga-baga da ngamin ti Beneco, hindi nga co-op kayo, o muti isubli. Dijay. And of course, we all pray and we strongly seek the help of the Almighty to help us peacefully settle this issue now so that we can relax, as you have said,
We're praying
and
for
continue to work. Yeah.
that. Ma-solve na talaga.
Yes, yes.
Alright.
Well, thank you so much once
Okay.
again, sir. And I hope lahat ng mga katarakis na nanonood ngayon ay maraming natutunan doon sa mga sinabi ni Attorney Delmar, no?
Definitely marami, di ba? Very comprehensive yung kanyang mga sagot sa ating mga katanungan ngayong araw na to. O, di ba? Ayan, so, this has been Kent.
And your parts to go for
Taraki Talks. Ulitin mo yun, Taraki Talks.
Taraki Talks.
Ayun.
Nako.